Hello and welcome to Astrology for Mystics. I'm your host, Jennifer Jennings. Thank you so much for listening to this full moon in Capricorn reading that has taken place on July 10th, 2025, 3:38 p.m. Nashville, Tennessee time. Adjust the time for your location. What I am seeing has a lot to do with the reflection of the resources of the government, money, their values, the higher learning when it comes to emergency management, responsibility, and accountability. This is definitely a time period with Uranus now in Gemini, going back to the American Revolution. This is revolutionary time period that we're in. We've been in this revolutionary time period, and we are going to continue to be in this revolutionary time period. I see a lot of transformation with Mexico on July 10th, 2025. I see a justice with FEMA and the Emergency Management Association. I see a lot of chatter regarding kenburns and the relationship that is only going to be more intense with Donald Trump. During the full moon, the moon is in an opposition with the sun. The full moon being in Capricorn at an 18 degree and 50 minute is opposing the sun at an 18 degree and 50 minute. It's evident that information that is coming in and going out about this documentary that Ken Burns has coming out on November 11th, 2025, is ruffling some feathers. And maybe that is what we need, is to ruffle some feathers in order to push forward. It's interesting that Mexico is showing up with this full moon in Capricorn, and again on November 11th, 2025, when the American Revolution documentary series is coming out. Very interesting indeed. And during the American Revolution, in which I have April 19th, 1775, Saturn was in Libra at a 344. That is the midheaven for Mexico. It is also the IC for Mexico. At the time of the revolution on April 19th, 1775 in Virginia, Uranus was at a 0031 in Gemini. Uranus is going to be at a 0009 in Gemini during this full moon in Capricorn. It's interesting to see the chart of the American Revolution, the full moon, the American Revolution with Trump, with Virginia and Mexico. It's just so interesting to see all of the degrees and all of the different connections that is being made with different people in different states, different countries. The American Revolution has information that is coming in about Tennessee. And it will be the state of Tennessee that is going to be expanded with Jupiter in Cancer on November 11th. Again, this is a revolutionary time period that we are in. Uranus is going to bring abrupt changes with the internet, with the networking. We have a lot of oppositions that is coming to the United States Uranus, our grid, the electromagnetic field of the earth. I've been seeing a lot with Virginia as of late. And as I make this video, there's a lot of wisdom when it comes to Virginia. Poseidon at a 1542 is holding this wisdom about the things that are hidden. And that 1542 goes to Virginia. Their 1542 is Palace in the 6th house of health in Virgo and it's about an investigation. There's a shakeup, there's a wake up call all day. And I think it's important to take note that when this documentary comes out, Virginia's all in that chart on November 11th. The United States of America on November 11th, the connection that the United States has with Trump, with Mexico, with Virginia, it will all be in transit. There will be limits and obstacles for both the United States, Trump, the state of Tennessee, the Marshalls, it's so convoluted. The information that is, all the information that we have received throughout the years in our schooling about all of the events that have taken place that has led us to where we are now in the United States. And we are going to reflect with this Capricorn full moon, with the ways in which we have established authority and ways in which we can take accountability as well. The responsibility and accountability when it comes to a reflection of how we spend money, the reflection of resources, funding, priorities have got to be put into perspective. Our children are our future. They are the future leaders, and we have a responsibility to protect them. And this full moon is going to reflect not only the issues going on politically, but also the issues that are going on at home. The amount of money that we put into the military. Because November 11th, when this documentary comes out, that's Veterans Day. We have to change our way of thinking. Our way of thinking is a stinking thinking. And we've got to change. And it takes us all. We can't rely on the government. That's evident. We cannot rely on them to allocate money where it's needed. We have to step up. And with Uranus being in Gemini, this is where we have to step up. We the people, groups. That's the time period that we're in. Revolutionary. It doesn't have to be all out civil. We don't have to reflect decades to come about how we could have changed history. The full moon in Capricorn is calling on responsibility and accountability with how we show up in the world, with our public image.